It's 2026. What a way to start off the new year with a fresh new video. What's our lovely topic this time? A Sonic video? Oh dear lord. Sonic the Hedgehog. This blue rat has been chosen as the center of my attention and potential autism. We don't know, but we're pretty sure. I've had my problems with Sonic in the past. I've been in denial for some time, and yet he always finds a way to suck me right back in. I listen to Sonic music in my car. I also learned how to draw Sonic. But did Tylenol when my mom was pregnant start this? Actually, no. It was when Sonic Generations was being teased. You see, I was a Mario kid growing up. I didn't pay much mind to Sonic. I knew he crossed paths with him. I saw the Olympic Games. I was more focused on New Super Mario Bros. DS or something, or like Mario Kart Wii. But then I saw Sonic Generations. There was this trailer that played really good music and gameplay of the game, and it had me foaming at the mouth. Something about this trailer, it just hooked me in. I was sold. Of course, I asked for it for Christmas, and on that fateful Christmas morning, I received what I asked for, a copy of Sonic Generations on the Nintendo 3DS.
What the hell is even that?
It wasn't like I didn't have an Xbox, I did, but it was solely used for Call of Duty, a machine my brother would use and call people derogatory terms over on Xbox Live Chat, and we weren't allowed to use it. I'm not sure if it was because I was already into Nintendo or my brother paid my mom off, but I got a 3DS and a copy of Sonic Generations and the Green Lantern that year, and it shaped me to the man I am today. At the time, I didn't mind at all. It was a version of the game I wanted, you know? I would vouch to the kids at school that this 3DS version was even cooler than the PS3 and Xbox version. Of course, that's not true at all. I was just stuck with like my inferior version of the game. I eventually summed up the $20 and bought my 360 version of the game a year later. And I never went back to Sonic Generations 3DS again. Until now. Let me boot up my 3DS real quick.
Wait a minute.
Hey, don't look at me like that. Do you know how much a 3DS capture card is? Time to play Green Hill Zone. I've never done this before. This actually doesn't even look that bad. It's pretty good actually. Sonic Generations for the 3DS actually has a lot of differences. For example, the one thing that should be in 3D for the 3DS version of the game just isn't. Our story follows classic Sonic being attacked by this monster, and we flash forward in time into modern Sonic's surprise birthday party, and he gets a nice long glizzy with a ribbon on it. But before he can suck back that Costco hot dog, a JPEG of a monster shows up and sends our homeboy Sonic into white space. Yeah, these cutscenes aren't great. They also have like this charm to it as well. You know, we don't really see that these days. Nintendo versions of real games with different cutscenes due to hardware limitations. I guess that's just a thing of the past now. I'll always remember you, Call of Duty Black Ops on the DS. The story and gameplay follows pretty closely to the console versions of Sonic Generations, with some minor differences. Modern Sonic's gameplay isn't in 3D, it's primarily 2D, with like boost and homing attack, while classic Sonic's gameplay is, well, the same. And this bothered me as a kid. I hated 2D gameplay. I wanted to play fully in 3D, but I guess the 3DS just can't handle that. What's this, a third special stage? Oh wow, this looks like the stage in Sonic Heroes. I wonder how they'll translate this in 2D. Wait.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
This is in 3D, but the goalpost isn't? Yo, this actually plays so smooth. This looks really good. All right, this game has some 3D in it, but not a lot, so when it pops up, it's appreciated. What makes this version distinct from the other versions though is the different selection of stages. Every stage after Green Hill is different. So instead of Chemical Plant Zone, we have Casino Night. And I hated this in Sonic 2 and I hate it here. I always do bad in these levels. The gameplay also doesn't feel different from another. It feels like you're playing the same act. Although the roulette tables in Act 2, those are pretty cool. I did enjoy that quite a bit. After gambling all my money away, we're off to the third stage. And instead of Sky Sanctuary, we're going to Mushroom Hill, which I actually like a lot more. I don't know, Mushroom Hill has this vibe to it. I always love this level. I also appreciate modern Sonic's level having like the fall section in his act. It just differentiates the two. This is when the game really picks up for me though. I can see what they're cooking. And look, some 3D in my 3DS game. Sonic and Tails still haven't figured out what's going on, and our first round of bosses open up, and thankfully we don't have to engage in forced side content to unlock it with like those boss keys. There still are missions in the game. It's just 100% optional, and I like it this way. Metal Sonic is our first boss, and it is super lame in comparison to the console version. You just race to the finish. He can still attack you and you can still mess him up, but it just isn't the same in Casino Night Zone. At least the music is the same. There's another boss instead of the Death Egg. We have Big Arm from Sonic 3. I really like this fight. The lighting looks really cool. You can actually see Dr. Robotnik in the Big Arm too. Also, I don't think anyone told the composer of this song that like a high schooler, Robotnik only lasts 1 minute. This song goes too hard. Unless you genuinely suck at this game, you will not hear how hard this goes. Sonic and Tails finally meet Classic Sonic and Classic Tails and figure out they're traveling through time and space. There's some interesting original cutscene content here. Sonic is home attacking some Badnik JPEGs. Oh, he's teaching Classic Sonic how to home attack. Wait, Classic Sonic gets the homing attack 3 levels into the game? Huh? To unlock the homing attack for Classic Sonic on the consoles, you have to get all the red rings in Planet Wisp. And that's the last stage of the game, and they don't even tell you about it either. You have to figure that shit out on your own. And in this version, they just give it to you? Wow, this version goes hard. We're off to our next batch of levels. Instead of Speed Highway, we got Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure. And that's pretty interesting to see how they turn this level into 2D. It even has those jump pads. Classic Sonic using the home attack actually feels so good. It makes his gameplay so much better. It's actually a game changer. I really like Emerald Coast. I think it was a good choice to bring it back. It even recreated the iconic Sonic Adventure shot. Next up, instead of City Escape, we have Radical Highway, hands down the best level in the game. Everything about this is great. Well, almost everything. Modern Sonic's music is the one exception.
That was great, Squidward. All those wrong notes you play made it sound more original.
What? I didn't play any wrong notes.
Yeah, see, you're playing it like this. When ordinarily it goes like this. I'm partial to doing it in the key of A minor myself.
This level is so good it was the main focus of the re-release. Speaking of Shadow Generations, we have a Shadow rival fight in our next round of bosses, and it is exactly the same as Metal Sonic, but this time it's Modern Sonic. Other than boosting into him, you can't attack Shadow, so beating him at the end is just like luck. And what's our second boss?
Bruh. That's a penis.
This is the true version of Sonic X Shadow Generations. We have Sonic Adventure Perfect Chaos in the consoles and Bio Lizard in this version. And this is great for the 3DS. They actually made this fight really accurate to the original, and the music is top tier. After beating off Shadow's Bio Lizard, the gang figure out the Chaos Emeralds are the key to stopping this monster, and comparing the cutscenes here is crazy.
Watch out!
Sure didn't like that emerald.
Whoa!
What?
Also, for some reason, Tails gives Sonic a new pair of shoes, and now we can stomp, which I didn't realize we couldn't do before, and it's really strange. We got the homing attack for Classic Sonic really early in the game, and now we have the stomp for Modern Sonic late in the game. The next stage is our obligatory water level, and in the console version this was Ocean Palace from Sonic Heroes, and in this version it's Water Palace from Sonic Rush. I really like that they chose this for the game, considering that this game was made by the same devs who made Sonic Rush in the DS games. It's nice to see that they got their chance to add their own level into it. How can you not like this? There's water slides and you can run on water. I really like the ancient Greek aesthetic they went with, and it's not far off from Sonic Unleashed, since a lot of that game was inspired by Greece. And notably, Sonic Unleashed doesn't have a game represented in this 3DS version. I would have loved to see maybe a classic Werehog. That would go hard. But this level makes up for it. And on to our last stage. On the console version, we have Planet Wisp, and I will die on this hill. I hate Planet Wisp. Planet Wisp sucks. The music sucks. The gameplay sucks. It's repetitive. It's long. It's boring. It is the worst final level in any game. It sucks all the joy out of all things that are good. But Tropical Resort, yeah, it's okay. It has fireworks, you know. Instead of spikes and rocket wisps in the console version, this version gives you burst and laser wisps instead. I think for a Sonic Colors choice, this one is more recognizable than the red color palette Table Saw Nightmare Planet Wisp was. But yeah, in my opinion, this is way better. The game is not over yet. We have one more round of bosses to go through. Silver is here, and it's just another race. This one doesn't even make sense. He wasn't in Sonic Colors. He also cheats. He just teleports. So it's really based off luck if you win this one. And for our next boss, instead of the Egg Dragoon, it's the Egg Emperor from Sonic Heroes, which is a wild choice. I guess they needed a Dr. Eggman fight on par with Dragoon. Out of the two, I do like Big Arm a lot more than this one. I just wait until I'm in this section to hit him and the fight's pretty much over. It does get annoying though. After beating Eggman, the monster JPEG comes and it steals Eggman away, and we're off to the Time Eater. All right, it's time to go collect those Chaos Emeralds. And here we are, the final boss of the game is revealed. It's Dr. Eggman. He was behind this the whole time. Who could have seen that coming? But he had help with Dr. Robotnik, classic Sonic's Eggman. Whoa, that's who we fought originally. I did not know that at all. It's not like I could have seen him. They recreate the whole cutscene from the console version, but strangely Tails sacrifices himself? That doesn't happen in the other versions. This version of Tails is more selfless. Kinda sad considering his future.
Sonic, help me!
I came looking for man's butt.
That inspires Sonic to go into Super Sonic, and we head into the final boss. It acts pretty much the same, you know, you have your 2D section, and then you avoid his attacks, and you strike, and then you have your 3D section, which looks clean and it's nice. It's in 3D, wow. And since Sonic and his other friends don't exist in this version, they don't call out every 3 seconds there's a homing shot. So this version of the fight is actually better by default. We combine our powers as classic Super Sonic and modern Super Sonic and charge into the Time Eater, defeating him ultimately and for good, thus sending Sonic and classic Sonic back to the original point of the game. And our glizzy is still warm. And then modern Sonic says to classic Sonic, enjoy your future, it's gonna be great. And that, my friends, is the end of Sonic Generations for the Nintendo 3DS. There's a little bonus cutscene at the end with the two Eggman arguing. This is actually one of the big differences of this version because Eggman's about to bitch slap his younger self. And honestly, when I look back to my younger self, I would have done the same thing. This is really relatable. Sonic Generations for the Nintendo 3DS is not in 3D and is limited to its hardware, but I think it's actually a really good version of the game. Although I don't think it's better than the console versions. It definitely stands on its own. It has some kick to it. It makes me sad that this version is stuck on the 3DS. It would have been cool if Sonic X Shadow brought back all the levels instead of just 2. Hey, maybe when we get Silver Generations, when Sonic's facing 50. Well, it looks like my portal is here too. And although I don't have Sonic telling me my future is gonna be great, I know how it can be. You can like, comment, and home attack that subscribe. Okay, yeah, that was really cringy, but really, you should subscribe for more videos. They're on the way. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.